Yes, my first cow is complete. Don't have a cow, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and break him out of his supports. And let's see how this all works and how it all looks. So, kind of excited about this a little bit. Just a little bit. So let me go ahead and, oh, okay. So, let's take a look. Some people asked some questions about what the supports were for. You can see now the supports all hold his belly and his parts up that way. And anything where the plastic would have dropped from this height, it builds a support to support it up. So you can see under his chin, under his ear, under his other ear, and there he is. And you could probably also see that he has some layer lines. So you take a look really close here. Let me zoom this in. You can see some layer lines in there where the printer actually drew the layers going up into this cow. The cow. All right. So now let's go ahead and break off the supports. Let's see how easy these break off without ruining the cow. Gabenzy. Let's go of these supports. It's like he's under a bush. What's funny is some of these supports remind me of some of the old toys they used to make a long time ago, where they would have like a part of a tree or something to support your little, whatever it was, your little toy, flat little thing. Okay. Come on off. It's time to get some pliers. Hand me the pliers! The pliers! Oh! And a screwdriver. How about some channel locks? Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's go and channel lock this guy up and see if we can break off these supports easily. Oh, now I got plastic flying everywhere. I have to be careful of his udders, or her udders. Oh. How does it come off a lot easier? It's supposed to come off easier. Let's try our screwdriver technique instead. Oh yeah, the screwdriver is working way better than the pliers were. We shall pry and pry. Hopefully I don't stab the cow in the belly. That would be bad. I mean, not that I couldn't fix it with some plastic, but I'd rather not. You know what? He's so cool. If somebody could invent 3D printing that required no supports. Well, they actually have some. There's a couple of printers that are kind of spendy though, but for the masses. Now there's this one 3D printer I saw one time that uses multiple heads, and one of the filaments is actually water soluble, and you print your supports in the water soluble plastic, and then you just soak it in water and all the supports just dissolve. That'd be kind of cool too. So whenever you make a print, you always want to make sure your supports that you are using are in a spot that's not too big of a deal. Because you can see here, there's where all the supports were. Just looks awful. Hey Charles, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you giving me a see it popped up on my screen. Hey, this guy gave you $1. Thanks, man. Chunky supports. The supports do look like branches of some part, don't they? Let's take these off without breaking the leg. Ugh. Don't hit me right in the nose. Utter-tastic. I'll break this one off the tail here. That one's easy. Okay. I got supports up my buttocks. My buttocks. Hey, look at that. And we got these weird high heel supports. There we go. There we go. A little bit of residual muckage left over. It's going to require some extra sanding probably for there. Oh, I forgot his face. That face, that face, that wonderful face. Ah, it shows, it glows. All right, let's bust this off his chin. Okay. We shall get this. We shall break apart this cow. Well, not the cow, but the... Come on. Come on, Zibeta. You can do it. Wow. Getting this cow chin free. It's a lot more than I expected it would be. That's why it's nice when you have nice flat prints, because then they come off a whole lot easier. I don't know where the things start or end. There we go. So that's part of the supports there. All right. There we go. I got most of Betsy out of there. Just a few little spots left to break free. Right here in her craw. Okay. You know, I used to like these tree supports. I don't know if I'm a fan of them anymore. They seem to be more of a hassle than not. Should have brought my Dremel tool in so I can really see if I can sand some of this stuff off. Ugh. Well, I'll take care of all that later. There we go. Let me move these tools out of here and let's take a good look at this cow. Oh, I should have emptied this garbage can last night too when I was doing my garbage. Oop. Now I'm bumping the camera around. I'll let you guys' comments in a moment. Let me get the scraps off the table here first. All right, there we go. Hooray. So here is the original. And there is the upscaled one. Let's see this cow next to a Flea Man figure. Now it does stand pretty good here, but my table arcs down right here. So you can see if I put it in the middle of the table with one leg and then it kind of will wobble there, but that's because of the table. Let's go ahead and put He-Man next to it. He-Man and the He-Cow. I think that's a pretty good sizing. I think it will work well. So now it just needs to be sanded and painted. And I think that's pretty cool. Awesome. Yep. Let's see how he rides him. Oh. You know what? I think I might have Beastman ride the cow. Yeah, I figured it'd be too wide. Beastman's legs could probably open up a little wider, being he's got the the girth. Now, what's interesting, this cow has only 10% infill, so he's actually very lightweight. He's actually, I think, lighter weight than the original small itty-bitty cow. There we go. Oh, doggy! That's funny. Yes. The he cow. Yep, this is for my stop motion video, my Rio Blast video I'm working on. That is correct. Need a Mongo figure from Blazing Sados to ride it. There you go. Yep. That's pretty cool. Let's see how it looks next to a horse, of course. You can't say horse without saying a course afterwards. That just goes together. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I used to be a lot heavier than I am now, and I have spent a lot of time trying to get into shape and lose weight, and altogether I've lost a total of 85 pounds now since I started. Well, my daughter has moved in with her child, and so the granddaughter's here all the time, and she has brought with her snack foods. And so today I had a weak moment, probably about 15 minutes ago. There was Eggo waffles in the freezer. I have not had Eggo waffles in like 8 years. I went and made 3 Eggo waffles in the toaster oven, stacked them up, smothered them with syrup, took about 3 big bites, which was a half of them, because I take big bites. Then I'm like, what the heck am I doing? And I did end up tossing the rest of the Eggos into the garbage. But man, I tell you, those 3 bites were really good. I know, I shouldn't be eating them. I've been doing really good. She even has Snickers ice cream bars in the freezer. It's like, man, Snickers ice cream bars. Come on. Hold on, I gotta bend this leg to where I want it, and it's a very fragile leg joint. Yeah, I got this horse pretty cheap because its leg was broken, and I'm like, I can fix a broken leg. There we go. Now its legs are starting straight up and down. There we go. All right, now let's compare the height because that's probably more realistic. Yep, not too bad. Looks pretty close to the reference picture I was using. You can see how much more girthier a cow is compared to a horse, you know, so I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, Delaxorin, the problem is I am an addict when it comes to junk food. If somebody puts a 2-pound bag of M&M peanuts in front of me, I will devour the whole bag in one sitting without a problem. I don't know if you guys remember this. A long time ago, Hostess had these treats called Choco Bliss. Oh, they were chocolate cake with chocolate frosting on them. And then the inside was chocolate. And so it was like a chocolate sandwich with chocolate stuff in the middle and chocolate frosting on top. And they were called Choco Bliss by Hostess. And we had one of those Hostess stores by us. And I went into that Hostess store and I bought them out because you couldn't find them in stores anymore. They were going out. I had 34 of those Choco Blisses in a bag as I was leaving the Hostess store. I ate all of them that day. I kept offering them to my girlfriend. Hey, you want one? And she's like, no. I said, I'll eat it for you. And I would chomp down the Choco Bliss. And now that girlfriend is my wife. But it was just crazy how many of those stupid things I ate in one day. So yeah, me and junk food, I enjoy it way, way, way too much. I was tempted, funny, to make a new channel and call it Fat Guy Stuck in a Skinny Body and talk about my my obsession with food. And I thought, I'll probably end up triggering a bunch of people and Be like, dude, I was doing good on my diet until I watched your channel. So, anyway. Yes, I'm a junk foodaholic. Yes, it's not what you eat with your activity level. That is true. Definitely true. Remember, that was 200 years ago. Oh, yep. That would be so cool to make a bowl and make it for Ram Man. You know what? I'm going to grab my scale. I just want to see the weight difference between these because I'm really curious now. Because picking this one up, it just feels heavier, but it may be because it's just so much more dense. Let me grab my scale and check it out. Oh, I got my Acura Post scale here. And we shall do some weight measurements. Now, it does stink. It's not articulated at all. That part does kind of stink, but there's going to be background props pretty much. I'm not really going to have a lot of close-up shots of the cows. They're just going to kind of be there. Kind of like when you watch Smallville. In the first few seasons, there were no animals at all. Then later on, they used computer graphics to add in a few animals in the background. Kind of like that. Where it's just not really a main part of it, but just more of a background scene stuff. Okay. Let's turn this thing on. Boop. Okay, it doesn't make any sound effects. Let's start with the original cow. Please weigh in, sir. And we're looking at 6.2 ounces. 6.2 ounces. All right, now let's weigh in the new cow. 7.7. So he actually is a little heavier, but not much. And it's just funny because it feels lighter in your hands because he's so much bigger. All right, let's weigh in the horse, of course. 12.2. So even though the cow's actually bigger around and should weigh more than the horse, it's actually quite a bit lighter than the horse. It does feel weird though because it's so lightweight. By the time I sand it and paint it, it'll probably weigh a little more. So there we go. All right, let's see who's on here. Juan Soto. Hey, I went to the post office today and it was packed out. So my wife's going to pick up my package for me today. Hopefully she doesn't forget. And hello, Todd and Chad. Hey, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Let's see, Delaxorian, the most powerful cow in the universe. Ho! I have the power! Yep, the first one's done. I got the other one is almost done. It'll probably be done tonight. And then I have to scan in this one here. As you can see, it's a different model. He actually weighs less than the other one. And a little bit smaller cow, but I'll probably make him big like this one too. And you can see the design difference. The one that's printing now is actually a mirror image of this one. So his head's actually going the other direction this way instead of that way. So I'm going to print... turn off. So I'm going to print... hold on, let me move the scale over the other table so I stop hitting it. So I'm going to print one, you already see it right here, the mirror image of this one. And then after I scan this one in, print one like this, and then the mirror image of this one. So that'll be my 4 cows. Basically 2 cows, 2 will be mirror images of them. So they'll all look a little different. So that'll be cool. Let's see, who else is here? Mike. Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Might have been easier to buy one of those Scholastic cow toys. You are right, except for they're small. The scholastic ones are also small too. So that's why I can't find one that's this big. And believe me, I searched everywhere. Because even like this toy right here, this is Scholastic here. But you can see this is one of their bigger figures. And it is quite a bit smaller than the cow. Goosey cow. So you can see that even one of their larger figures is still quite a bit smaller. Nobody really makes a cow this big as a toy. Now, my daughter had a cow this size once. And it was a piggy bank, I think. And it was like purple and pink and had flowers on it. And I remember the ear broke off the cow and it was made of ceramic. And she wasn't very happy. So I ended up remaking an ear for her out of a 2-part putty mix. And then I painted it to match and then used some gloss paint so it would look just like the original ear. But she is a huge cow fan. I kind of hope when she comes home I can show her this. I'm going to ask her to help me paint them because I think she'll enjoy doing that. So that'll be fun. Let's see. No milk inside that cow. You know, it's funny. I probably could have printed this cow empty because the actual supports inside didn't do very much because it has such a slight rounding to it. I probably could have got away with almost no supports inside at all and just put a real thick show on it. Then it'd be funny, drill little holes right here and a bigger hole here to put it like a baby bottle. And I could have filmed full of milk, and then in a week he would stink. All right, I think that's all I got for this video. Hoping to have some more videos tonight, but not about cows. I think this is the end of the cow videos for now. I might eventually do a video when I paint him just to show off the painted one, but I think this is the end of the cow series. So, yeah, not sure if you guys are getting tired of the cow. I know. I had to keep restarting the video because it kept dying on me. And so I have 3 videos of this thing printing. And then I had to slow the print down because my wife said it was too loud last night when we're trying to sleep because it kept clicking. The head of the print kept getting the hide under the printer kept getting stuck on the inside of the leg right here. Every time I'd go click, click. Every time the printer would go by, like a big old click sound. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, it's so loud. Can't you do something?" I'm like, yeah, I can do something. It's just so funny. Like I said, I bought 4 cows. They were painted different. I had no idea they were the exact same shape. So no sense scanning in all 4. But these 2, and these 2 are the same. Of course, like I said, the feet on this one is just something else. So I had to heat them up and fix the feet first so they'd stand straight. So move your leg over. And even these, I think, are even weird for even baby cows. I don't know if I'm going to use the little ones or not. I think I'm just using the big ones. We need more cow bell. There we go. Yep. Let's see how she looks next to the G.I. Joe figure. It's going to be in the stop motion. I think it's all right. I mean, she does look a little short, but then again, she is shorter to begin with than the other figures. Come on, Jennifer, stand. So those don't know the characters, this one is going to be Jennifer. Joop. And she actually has 2 different roles looking. And this one here is Scarlet. So there is Scarlet, and she'll be one of the characters as well. Man, it was so cool when I made Scarlet. Check it out. I actually made her hat so it fits in with her hair. All those little grooves match up with the grooves in her hair. So that her hat, when you put it on, it just fits nicely on her head instead of flopping off all the time. It's so cool. Now, her head is actually from a Black Widow figure. And so that's why I call her Scarlet, because obviously Scarlett Johansson played Black Widow. So I thought it'd be kind of funny to name her Scarlet after the actress who played the head that I stole from the figure. So there we go. And in my storyline, Scarlet is from Eternia already. And Jennifer is going to be from Earth, of course. Now you guys know way too much about what's going on. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. And again, share videos. I don't know if you want to share this one. This one's kind of weird about making a giant cow. But I do have some really cool videos that I have already. So find one of the cool ones. Share them with your friends. And Mike, thanks again for sharing. That's always so cool when you do that. And Charles, thanks again for supporting the channel the way you did. I like your cool little icon you put on the end there. That is really awesome. And those that are in blue and green, thank you for becoming members of the channel. That also always helps as well. So thanks all you guys. And for those that are subscribers, thanks for subscribing and believing in enough to keep tuning in to watch more cow or whatever else I have going on stuff. So until next time, hopefully later tonight, good journey. Bye now.